I'm going to explain to you how to set up a gradebook on Blackboard. If you're anything like me, you hate Blackboard. I've used many different types of learning management systems. I've used Encore, Sakai, Moodle, Canvas, and when I moved to New York to start working at CUNY, I was forced to use Blackboard. I'm pretty techy and it took me months to figure out how to set up the gradebook. So I'm gonna save you a few months and I'm gonna explain to you how to set up the gradebook in a few minutes. We're now in Blackboard and we're ready to set up the gradebook. I'm teaching this new course that I've never taught before. So we're gonna go to the Grade Center and Full Grade Center. You're gonna go to Manage and Categories. And here it has already a few categories that I never use, unless you use journal, blogs. The thing I really hate is that you cannot delete these categories. What I do to go around this is whenever I create my own categories, here on my left you can see the syllabus. And what I do is put a little code. For this one I'm gonna create the code HON because this is our honors class. And I'll put participation, submit, and we're gonna do the same for the rest of the categories. So participation, forum, podcast, and edit. So as you can see, I have on the syllabus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories that I've created on my gradebook. Okay, this is the first step. Now we're ready, we click OK, we go back. Now we go to the weighted total and we edit column information. So now we go down and you see that we have the categories that we have listed here. You can select them all by pressing the first one, the key shift, and the last one, and then you send them with the arrow to the left. And now I just have to add the percentages. So the discussion forums are going to be 20%, the essay is going to be 25% of the grade, the presentation is going to be 15%, the podcast will be 25% too, and participation is going to be 15%. So I have my 5 categories, submit. And now whenever I create an assignment or a new column, what I have to do is assign it to the specific category. So for example, if I create participation, a participation column, I'll put it's going to be 100 points. You can add your rubric, and in the category section, you click category participation, submit. So that way, when we enter the grade in our participation column, it will be calculated correctly. Now I'm going to show to you how it looks like when you have a lot of columns and a lot of grades already put in there, and it can get a little bit messy. So this course that I've already taught, you can see if I go to the left that it has a lot of columns. I'll have to blur this so you don't see my students' information. But you're not sure whether you put every column in the right category. Then you go to manage again and column organization. Go one by one in your columns, everything that you've graded, and you see which category has been assigned to. And here is when having that little code in the categories that you create gets in handy, because that way you don't get confused with the random categories that Blackboard gives you and doesn't let you delete. So here you can then reorder the columns. So students when they go to their gradebook, they see all the items for each category together and it's more organized. And you can check that everything has been assigned to the right category. I hope this was helpful. A few friends have asked me how to do it, so I figure out a lot of people have this question. So let me know if you have any other questions about how to use Blackboard, and I'll continue sharing my hate towards Blackboard with you. See you in the next video.